Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Young on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Eric Ebron, 40 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Young. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Steps away to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Portis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Roethlisberger now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. These two teams all tied after one. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run it with Sproles.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down now, it's Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Steve Young. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Young. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Young now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Young now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Young again. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Sproles. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Flushed out right. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Steve Young to the right side to Eric Ebron. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, they snap it to Young. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Young. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On second and goal, Young eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
With it, third and goal. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it here with Portis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
That throw by Young incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's got Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. Give him 30 yards there. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A run with Portis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Come on. He's
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Black 20.
Now a carry for Portis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Young's throw there incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Young, throwing on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Young now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, tighten down.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Young. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this is picked up by the defense. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Running right, Portis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Portis. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
2.